Welcome to this podcast. Mariam Khan. 45. A mother. A wife. A believer. She lived in a modest red brick home off Washwood Heath Road, in the heart of Alum Rock, where takeaway menus stuffed mailboxes and the smell of samosas lingered in the air. Mariam hadn't left the house in over a year. Not since her mobility collapsed after her third spinal surgery. Now, she spent most of her days in a reclining chair near the front window. Her husband, Yusuf, left work 2 years ago to become her full-time carer. Every step he took came with sacrifice. They lived simply, frugally, dignified in hardship. Mariam never begged. But the truth was, they were drowning. Between bills, groceries, and medical expenses, even the disability payments weren't enough. Until one day, hope knocked, in the form of a familiar voice. It was her niece, Ariba, who brought her the name. Excited. Certain. Auntie, I've been investing through this woman, Ghazala Din. Everyone I know in the community is doing it. She deals in property. Halal investments. She's trustworthy. Mariam raised a brow. How much did you put in? 2 grand. I get £200 a month. She's even coming to Birmingham this weekend. I can ask her to stop by. Mariam hesitated. But Ariba wasn't some naive teenager. She was a teacher. Smart. Calculated. And £200 a month. That was nearly the gas, electric, and half the council tax. It would mean breathing room. That Saturday, Ghazala Din came to visit. She entered with warmth, her voice sweet like honey, her hijab pristine. She smiled wide and spoke in a soft, steady tone. Sister Mariam, I already knew your story from Ariba. You are strong. Allah rewards those who are patient. I'm here to help. She laid out a folder on the dining table. Graphs. Flowcharts. Investment plans. All dressed in professional branding and Islamic phrases, ethical returns. Faithful finances. Ghazala explained. You put in £6,000. Every month, you receive £600, your share from a housing portfolio. Then after 12 months, a final payout of £18,000. All documented. Fully halal. UK-based properties. Mariam looked at Yusuf. He didn't speak. But she saw it in his face, maybe this was the solution they'd been praying for. They handed her the bank details that night. For the first 2 months, just like clockwork, £600 arrived into Mariam's account. She was cautious but relieved. She caught up on unpaid bills. Ordered medical supplies. Even allowed herself a small indulgence, a heated blanket for winter. She told no one. Except Yusuf. And Ariba. Month 3 came. No money. She sent Ghazala a message. Assalamu alaikum sister, just wondering about this month's return. Hope everything is okay. Read. No reply. 2 days passed. Then a week. Then her number went dead. Mariam tried calling Ariba in a panic. I don't know what's happening, Auntie, Ariba said. I haven't heard from her either. She's not answering anyone now. That's when the truth spilled. Not just her and Ariba, but dozens of others had been duped. Women in Sparkbrook. Elderly couples in Small Heath. A single mother in Bordesley Green who gave Ghazala her divorce settlement. All promised the same dream. All left with silence. Ghazala Din was gone. No address. No website. No trace. Mariam couldn't sleep for days. The betrayal pressed against her ribs like a weight. She looked into my eyes, she whispered to Yusuf. She saw my pain, saw my home, saw the way you helped me to the bathroom. And still, she stole from us. They reported it to Action Fraud. The police took the statement. But it was slow. Hollow. Civil matter, they said. Ghazala knew what she was doing. She didn't need to kick in doors. She got in through tea and trust. Today, Mariam tells her story in the women's group at the mosque. Her voice shakes, but she tells it anyway. Not because the money's coming back, but because Ghazala Din is still out there. And because someone else, right now, is probably making tea for her in their front room, handing her everything they have left.